Hi guys, we're on our second day of our trip to Washington State. We're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's spelled S-I-O-U-X. Falls? Sioux Falls? I don't know. So this morning, we woke up in Indiana, and it was about 7 o'clock when we got up. We got ready, got out of the hotel by 8, but we drove for an hour, got to Chicago, and because we were so fast, we went back in time, so it was 7:55 when we got there. Yeah, how do you do that? How do you go back in time 5 minutes? Chicago. Pretty city, but it's scary when you first get in because all you see is like smoke and industrial, really industrial buildings and pipes and beams and everything. Looks like a big place that just got burnt or something, I don't know. So anyway, we get in there and it's really pretty, but the total lack of greenery and shrubbery and trees creep me out a little because that's what I'm used to seeing, so I don't know. But I also got to see the Sears Tower. That was interesting. And the traffic was macho crazy. I told Chance that I would not be driving there. So anyways, we keep going and we drive all the way through Illinois. And in Wisconsin we stopped at a IHOP for breakfast, which was really good, by the way. Fact about Wisconsin: if you order like your eggs and bacon and sausage and ham and hash browns and stuff or whatever, it comes with a side of pancakes instead of like in New York where you'd get a side of toast. You have to actually ask for toast if you want that instead of your pancakes. So that was different, really odd. And also about Wisconsin, I'm questioning whether there is a no helmet law because we saw a lot of motorcyclists riding with no helmets. Not very smart, but look at this picture. Yeah, crazy. So then I took the wheel and I got to drive some more on the highway. It's easier now. Meanwhile, all we're seeing is cornfields, and an hour later, cornfields. But we did get to see some windmills and other things. We got to see a car every now and then. That was pretty interesting. It was exciting when you saw a car, okay? But yeah. And then we went to lunch at McDonald's, which is strange enough that if you look this way, cornfield, McDonald's, cornfield. Yeah. Hardly any reception with cell phones, except Chance had like 5 bars and I had 0. Thank you, AT&T. You're amazing. When we were driving, though, you felt like the tiniest little speck ever, though, if you looked up at the sky, because it was like, it stretched from the ground over here to the ground over here, and no matter where you looked, it was just a giant sky, because the total lack of trees made it so you saw every inch of it. But, because it was all flat land and stuff. But the clouds were so pretty, and they were like big puffs of cotton that looked like you can just lay on them. They were so fluffy looking, and you just wanted to hug them. It was so pretty and everything. So when we got done eating at McDonald's, we got back onto the motorway, as Greta calls it, because that's the name of our GPS system. Thank you, Liz. Love you. We get back onto the motorway, and we see this big radio tower or something, and this is how you know you're not in New York, because you see this. And don't get me wrong, I'm religious and I believe in the Lord and everything, but this is not something you'd see in New York. We get off the motorway, or get off the entryway onto the motorway, and you see this big radio tower that says, Jesus is Lord. And we were just like, we're not in New York anymore. But that was different too also. Indiana, I forgot to tell you something about when I was at the hotel last night. We went down to the pool area, and they must have had a history of this, but read this line, the one that I've circled for you. Yeah. Don't think I'll be swimming there. So we didn't. So, at the end of our second day of driving to Washington, we're halfway, at our exact halfway point from home to Washington. And today we finished off the drive through Indiana, went through Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and we are now just entering South Dakota. And daily, I forgot to tell you, and Liz and the Galways, yeah, we were driving. Okay, so first of all, we saw a couple horses here and there when we weren't looking at corn, but it was like corn, cow, corn, horse. Oh my gosh. But I did see something really exciting. Chance, I was driving and Chance was like, oh look! We look up on the hill and there's this Amish guy sitting in his little wagon getting pulled by a horse, a little standard bred. It was so cute. I was just excited to see it. I thought it was cool. Thought you'd like to know. But, yeah. That was probably one of the most exciting things I saw all day. Besides the, Jesus is Lord, that was cool. And the guy with no helmet.
Oh, the tilting house.
Oh my gosh, yes! And we also saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which also happens to be in Minnesota. So, yeah. I just wanted to add a quick note. On my texting phone, I'm out of minutes, so please don't text me until I say it's okay. I have to buy some minutes, but every time we stop at a gas station, I forget, because I'm so good at remembering that. Chance needs to remind me, but obviously she's not my mother. I'm a little tired, so I'm going to hit the hay. So, love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep, and I miss you all a lot. Bye.